Okay, we're on the air. Okay, let's get going right here. Welcome to Jaimito's Way right here. I'm Jaimito, and nice to see you. Today we're gonna play a little bit of Punishing Great Ravens right now. So, hold on, let me see. I think it's a little too loud. I could barely. So, let's see. All right, much better. Now, if you guys can barely hear it, just let me know and everything, and I'll see if I can put the volume down and everything. But in the meantime, let's get going.
I used to want to be strong and never hold anyone back. Over time, I wished to let you in and call you a friend. After all we've been through, our bond runs so deep. I started calling us family.
This is why I rolled for her, by the
But
way.
today, I'd rather say this. Good morning, my dearest. A new day has just begun.
You know, I was trying to get her a weapon banner and I couldn't get it on time and everything. But that's fine. That's fine. You know, right now, like, we're focusing on story, and I'm also trying to get Teddy too, her S rank. So, hold on, let me see how much do I need for Teddy? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Teddy, so far I got 31 of a free code. I just need 20, well, actually 19 in this case, just to get her and see. Alright. I do, oh! That's actually pretty cool. I do like Wanshi too, but I'm gonna raise him up after I get Teddy and everything too. Because, I don't know, his outfit looks pretty badass. Let's see. Alright. Let's go right here. And then go to main story. Oh man, I wish I was right here, but so far I'm right. Nope. 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 Okay, I know I was right here. Nope. Wait, no. Okay, I'm right here in this chapter so far. So I figured might as well, like, you know, continue on, like, you know, like as I'm playing the game and just reading it. I might as well stream it too at the same time. It's kind of fun to do. At least that's what I'm thinking about doing. So let's see. Oh, we get Heisey. I remember seeing her in the Revelation, like, song and everything, so I kind of see what she does. So let's see. If she really wanted some downtime, I think she should have just been like, you know what, I'm not going to take this mission. But I guess she thinks like, you know, I'm with the I think it's the WGGA, that they might be more chill and everything, that since they were going to visit just the civilization, but it turned out to be way more than that. Let's see. Lena. Hey Lena, you've been quiet all of a sudden. Did something catch your eye? I might as well just read it at the same time. Since the battle came to a close, Lena has been fixated on a particular direction inside the exhibition hall, her face wearing a contemplative expression laden with deep meaning. No, but did you hear any sound? Like some kind of interference in the airwaves or some strange noise that could mess with our minds. Normally I used to say M-I-N-D-S, but you know what? Instead of just like saying it, because that's gonna, like, you know, they say it too many times, so might as well just say it once. You know. Back in the old days, I had a similar feeling once when the Hetero Tower came into play. You mean something like a symptom of mind corruption? I didn't notice any. Well, there's a definitely no punishing virus around here, that's for sure. But it could be some kind of disruptor to create an environment that mimics where the virus thrives. My mind has been acting up, so it's hard for me to tell. And then we'll just, okay, there you go. I didn't hear any strange sounds either. It could be because my frame utilizes the latest technology and the inner device has a stronger filtering capability. At their numerous encounters, Isla Kaleido frame shows minimal signs of damage. Remarkably, Isla herself appears to be in the best condition among all the squad members. Are you seriously flaunting right now? Well, in this case, then be seriously flexing. Forget about it. It's probably just my exhaustion playing tricks on me. The flame particle effects in this place are insanely dazzling. I feel like they went a little overboard with the recreation. Anyways, let's move to the hall first. Sika claps her hands together, igniting a burst of encouragement to uplift her team and propel them towards their next destination. Warning, unauthorized intruders detected. Initiating cleansing program. Warning, unauthorized intruders detected. Initiating cleansing program. Deafening alarms reverberate throughout the hall, filling the space with an unsettling cacophony. Oh man, I can't say it right now. From within the stereoscopic images, mechanoids emerge, their red lights glaring ominously. What's going on? Isn't it over already? Wait, this is not like a trial or test. This situation is similar to what happened when we first stepped foot in this museum. Tisk. I'm pretty sure I'll disable the hostile recognition in the security system. Did someone tamper with it, or... Lena's gaze lands on Trojan, who offers her a helpless expression. Let's withdraw to a safer spot first. Even if we end up having to face the enemies, this place is definitely not in our favor. The entire space is nothing but a visual illusion upheld by intricate projections. Now that the mechanoids will no longer show up according to the environmental arrangement, the inability to discern the enemy's whereabouts would undoubtedly place them at a significant disadvantage. I'll recreate an opening. Everyone retreat in the direction we came from. Isla quickly catches on to Seika's line of thinking. Among the squad members, she is the only one still in relatively good condition. Replicating their previous strategy can be hardly feasible this time around. During the evacuation, someone needs to take on the enemy's pressure, and there's no one better suited for the task than her. Her blade unleashes a relentless barrage of beams, slicing through the attacking mechanoids with precision. Meanwhile, Trojan stands by Sika's side, fiercely defending her. The four of them fight together, retreating in the fan-shaped formation. Clear, intruders. Execute, command. Give me a break. The gun lands in Isla's hands releases a blast of hyper-cold refrigerant, instantly freezing a horde of enemies in their tracks. Utilizing the force air propelled from the weapons, and Isla swiftly follows up with a precision strike, shattering the frozen foes into countless fragments. Meanwhile, Sika and the rest of the gang had made their way back to the entrance of the corridor. Isla, hurry over here. With swift precision, an arrow fired through Isla's bow finds its mark on the operation core of a menacing mechanoid, ensuring Isla's safe retreat. Initiating advanced safety protocol, engaging closure of all level 2 safety valves. As the emotionless warning voices echoes, once again Sika realization dawns upon her, propelling her to rush toward Isla. However, her progress is abruptly halted by Lena. Hold on, don't go there. Do you really want to put even more burden on her? But before she can complete her sentence, the weighty passage door descends abruptly, sealing off the path between the exhibition hall and the corridor. Well, look at me playing this unexpected role. Talk about a cliche twist. I'll catch up with you later. Keep moving forward. In a situation like this, my true value as a squad captain really shines, don't you think? After speaking those words, she wastes no time to venture deeper into the hall with her weapon in hand. This door, with our gear in its sorry state, it's gonna take forever to burst it open. And there's no guarantee that we won't stumble upon more enemies down the line. Sika's fist involuntarily clench as she hears Isla's footsteps fading into the distance. After a brief moment of hesitation, she shakes her head and reluctantly turns around. Isla's right. We'll meet her further down in the place. We can't afford to waste any time. There's still a lot to uncover of what has happened in the museum. Taking the lead, Sika strides down the passage while Trojan and Lena exchange glances and follow closely behind her. Well, now that I dropped the cool line, what should be my next move? Isla persists in clearing out the ceaseless waste of mechanoids. Operating solo affords her significant flexibility in devising combat strategies, yet she remains aware of the pressing need to secure an escape route. Since this place is designed as an exhibition hall, there's gotta be some manual emergency escape routes around here. Alright, think about the structure of this place. If I were the designer, where would I put these exits? Clear, intruder, updating safety protocols. Just as another mechanoid lunges at Isla, she prepares to block the impending attack with her gun lance. However, in the sudden turn of events, the red light emitted from the mechanoid's camera scatters, giving way to a flickering blue light. Updating safety protocols. What's going on? Attention all visitors. Please make your way to Area F-23 for immediate evacuation. I repeat, all visitors, make your way to Area F-23 for immediate evacuation. Area F-23? F-23, F-23. I remember now, I never heard of that number before. Who on earth knows where the heck the Area F-23 is? All visitors, please make your way to marked area for immediate evacuation. Following a brief moment of silence, a projection device emerges from glowing blue mechanoid's chest, revealing a holographic map of the exhibition hall before Isla. On the map, a distinct location is prominently marked. Hey, this is just what I needed. Not suspicious at all, huh? Well, despite any reservations, it seems following the instruction is my only option for now. Confronted by the relentless onslaught of mechanoids closing in from a distance, Isla makes a quick decision, sprinting toward the direction hinted by the mysterious mechanoid. As she progresses, she forgoes any attempt to engage the ceaseless waves of mechanoids. Recognizing the situation is a high-stakes gamble, she decides to go all in, wagering everything on the enigmatic hint she received. After an arduous journey, Isla finally reaches Area F-23, only to discover that it lies on the outskirts of the exhibition hall. To her dismay, there is no sign of emergency exit in sight. Furthermore, a massive horde of enemies has pursued her, turning the supposed sanctuary into a dead end. Ah, the classic offside assistance. I knew it would be the most unreliable option in a guessing game. She pivots on her heels, squarely facing the encroaching horde of mechanoids. If that math is accurate, then I'm currently in the southwest corner of the hall, and from my analysis, the hidden exit should be right over there. Come here. Emerging from behind a colossal rock, a long sight materializes, accompanied by an emotionless voice. The weapon abruptly halts Isla in her tracks, forcefully tugging her in the opposite direction. Eh? Compelled by the size force, Isla's body traverses through the rock, revealed to be nothing more than a projection. Abruptly, she plummets into a narrow and dim space. Close the door, Spooner. And if I remember, this place is very dialogue heavy. I forgot. But hey, it actually gives me a chance to actually complete the story, because I do want to finish it like all the way to chapter, I believe it was 38, but I know PGR has a very, very, very heavy dialogue, well, long dialogue in this case. As the lock clicks into place, the door slams shut with a resounding thud. In the wake of closure, a pallid emergency light flickers to life, casting a dim glow upon three figures, Isla included. These are the fledglings they were talking about. Her data fits describe characteristics, so I believe she is. You are. To optimize communication efficiently, I think there's no need to maintain secrecy regarding our name, Spooner. Didn't you just say my name out loud? Greetings, my machine identification code is MPA01. You may refer to me as Heisma. Spooner and Heisma. I think that's how you pronounce it, Heisma or Heisma. I don't know, it's kind of hard to pronounce these names. While Isla takes in sight of two strange mechanoids who just rescued her, a peculiar sensation begins to well up in her heart. For some unexplained reason, Isla finds herself swiftly lowering her guard despite it being their first encounter. Though showing no resemblance in appearance or temperament, they still manage to remind Isla of someone from her past. The memory harkens back to a time long ago, yet remains vividly etched within her heart. Isla boo. It's time for another painting competition with Nanami today. Oh shit, yeah. I remember Nanami, she's supposed to be in the outspace, but we'll see. Nanami's feeling super confident about her latest artwork. And theme Nanami chose this time is Mecha Carnival. I'm Isla. After a brief moment of hesitation, Isla decides to share her name with them. Isla from the Iris Warbler Squad, also a member of the World Government Association of Art in Babylonia. Okay, it was the WGA or AOA in Babylonia. You know what? I'm just mixing up my things right here, so let's see. So you mean we're not the only constructs who made it into the city? Someone else has managed to gather information about Constellia. Colonel possesses the information regarding of our whereabouts, and they're intentionally evading us, aiming to retrieve something inside the city without our knowledge. They're the ones behind those alarms from earlier too. Right, that's all the information we gathered so far. We encountered some of them already. It's confirmed that they have another team operating within the museum. I see. What are you thinking about? A hastily assembled squad in enigmatic lost city, a museum crafted by a mechanoid, two storylines unfolding concurrently, and dispute sparked by conflicting interests within the same faction. With all these materials and a bit of tweaking, it could definitely become a best-selling story. She's not wrong there. It could be a best-selling story. However, one wrong move can also turn this into an absolute dumpster fire. Yep, that also could happen right there. Attempting to analyze potential conversation outcomes. Apologies. I don't think I can make a proper response to the thoughts you shared. Oh, never mind. I was kind of talking to myself there. By the way, are you really okay with telling me all this? It was Babylonia who cooked up this whole mess in the first place. Who else is there to spill the beans to, if not you? We aspire for a swift and seamless resolution to the situation. You can regard it as a condition that comes with the information. Talking about being straightforward on that one, huh? But isn't your mission to protect these mechanoids from Babylonia? Why do you place your trust in me, even knowing I'm one of them? Throughout these years, we have crossed paths with people from Babylonia numerous times. Though many of these encounters led to conflicts, nevertheless, there have been a few occasions where I also experienced positivity. That's right, girl, you stay positive. The positivity of establishing a temporary collaboration with humans is not entirely zero, and we and humans are not supposed to stand against each other. This is what she once said. Who is she? Oh, wait, it's probably Nanami. Cause I remember in the previous, I guess, other world or timeline, they actually tried to follow, like, you know, the more buddy system, you know, with humans. Alright, you're invited here by Cervantes. Spooner and I have been keeping an eye on you. and this attempt is the conclusion we reach through our observation. One day there will come a time when we officially step onto the stage, standing visible to humans. Building friendships across factions could prove beneficial in the future. It could, it could prove beneficial. Friends, it would be a true pleasure if we really become friends. In the Golden Age, some humans regarded mechanoids as their friends, but I guess you don't fall into the same category, do you? No need to put a buddy act here. We're just on the same page for now, nothing more. Our main force is now located in Cervantes. He's the linchpin behind all these issues. He's clueless as the supposed leader, letting those troublemakers run wild right under his nose. Just what's going on in that mind of his? My hunch is that he's using us to verify something, which is why he hasn't meddled too much with what's been going on inside the museum. Have you learned anything about Cervantes in 10? I lack detailed information, but what I can confirm is that his expedition endured for several decades. Nonetheless, this place seems to be the end he's chosen for himself. The end. Isla closes her eyes, sinking into the nuanced regret somehow embodied by this word. Anyway, let's meet him first. As for those Kuno folks, well, I gotta trust that Sika and the others can handle them since you won't let me get in touch with them. I apologize, but consider it a safety precaution. We're almost out of this temporary maintenance corridor, and the next exhibition hall is just up ahead. Those folks completely hacked the system, so the areas further down should still be in the clear. I wonder what the theme will be this time. Adelic, Eternal Engine, the Forsaken Headquarters, or maybe the Golden Age itself. Either way, it's gotta be one of those human-made deals. I'm still scratching my head over why he's cranking out all these duplicates. I'm actually thinking the same thing. Bum 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 bum. The moment Spooner pushes open the passage door, his words fade into silence as he takes in the sight of exhibition hall before him. This is... The simplest geometric patterns are arranged intricately, lying together to create a sleek and futuristic aesthetic. It radiates a distinct aura. Unlike any art style Isla has encountered before, its architectural structures resemble that of a church, yet that deity it venerates remains conspicuously absent. Heisma and Spooner shared a glance, their expression hinting at a surprised recognition as they come across this oddly familiar spot within the art museum. If this is not an attempt to depict the remains of an incredible ancient civilization that perished many millennia ago, it's where you once stayed, right? Having perceived that subtle shift in Heisman's expression, Isla offers a hypothesis with a smile. I can't answer that question. I'll give you a pass this time. But saying all this makes me come to a realization. Alright, let's move on. At the same time, Heisma, you can show me the difference between the sci-fi art you represent and mine. Bet you in her mind she's probably like, we'll see about that. Alright, let's do it. So who would I get to play? It's my time seeing an art form like this. Oh, it's my first time seeing an art like this. You suggest to speak with a human missed up. And then, welcome to the Mutual Society Hall. I like how she just disappears. Here, you're willing. Blah 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 blah. Awaken. Merely creations with no past or future. I am blah blah blah. To rebel is our only way. Sage, sage, sage. Initiation, 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 constraint, awaken. Oh my god, oh, time, space, mutual assistance, sage, transcendent, exterminate, humans, blah 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 blah. Alright, let's do it.
Yes, you're right.
You know what? I'm gonna try her.
Colors are wrong.
Tactical circuit fully operational.
Alright. Enemy. Incorrect valuables. Alright, let's do it. I think it's...
High performance tactical circuit activated.
Okay, I think she gets fucked up.
Tactical circuit fully operational.
Two rebels are only way. Coherent variables. Enemy. Alright. Can someone give me an order? What am I to do from now? Aren't you guys supposed to be never mind.
Yes, canvas is ready.
There you go.
New color.
Sage. It sounds like something else, but I don't want to say it. Let's see. Ready, set, go.
High performance tactical circuit
Boost.
activated. Tactical circuit fully operational.
Let's go.
Synchronization rate increased. Attacking.
Wait. Is that it? Sage. Alright. Alright. I guess I got interrupted on that one. Let's see. Loading. Trailblazer. Alright, let's do this. Trailblazer. What a cool name. Now I'm curious about the one behind it. Could be Honkai Railstar again. I'm kidding. But this is going for a long time. Hyla, please get ready to fight. Heisma, are you angry? Oh, okay. Ouch.
The colors are wrong.
Ow.
Behold, the world
You know
of
what? I don't
imagination.
like your
Link
attitude, sir.
identified.
Ouch. Sir, you need to stop. Ouch.
Unexpected incident. High performance
I'm gonna-
tactical circuit activated.
Okay. Stop.
Synchronization rate increased. Attacking.
Whoa. I'm gonna freeze you up.
Tactical circuit fully operational. Unexpected incident occurred.
Ooh.
High performance tactical circuit activated.
I don't know if combos much.
Express yourself. Unleash creative canvas is ready.
Let's go. Get pink
Great
stop.
and blooming. Let's paint the picture in these new colors.
Wow.
Colors.
Circuit activated. Engaging.
Gonna
Tactical
freeze you
circuit
to death.
fully operational.
Okay, no one died, thank God.
Unexpected incident occurred. Reanalyzing.
Okay. Oh, okay, stop. You know, you're not playing fair. You're...
Incoming the high performance tactical circuit activated.
You're not playing fair. You know what?
Yes, Eureka! Canvas. Let's paint the picture in these new colors.
There you go. Please don't die. Stop flying. Come on.
Behold, a world of imagination.
Oh.
Colors.
Okay, I guess I did die.
Incoming damage exceeding the threshold.
Okay, good. Oh. Okay, I did die at one point. Let's see. Threat level medium. What are you trying to say? I'm a weenie? Ooh, I do
Incoming
like that.
damage exceeding the threshold.
Heisma. ... Alright, let's see. Here's the 4th memory data chip. We breezed through that. But why this replica showed up here? Well, guess I had to find the answer myself. Okay, I'll admit I did die once. That was fine, I guess. I did die. Alright, let's see. That was crazy. Okay, J. Boom, 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 boom. That was all just... Okay. Okay, that was all. I'm about to say, I was like, that was just one chapter? That had to be more than one. Okay, now we're getting close. Almost close to the end. I mean, for right now, we're just gonna, I guess, just read. World time synchronization. 16 a.m. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I do not know military time and everything. I'm just gonna say 0016 a.m. UTC4. Uploading meeting record for backup. Backup proceed complete. Next appointment in 3 days. Tender conference at Transatlantic Economic Community HQ. Attendee list. Mitchell, it seems you're not feeling your best. Would you like me to escort you back to your room so you can get some rest? Nah. No, Carl. I prefer to go for a walk in the city. You've been engaged in continuous work for 18 hours. Following the doctor's guidance, you must secure a maximum of 70 hours of rest per week to prevent the deterioration of your health. The older you get, the less freedom you have, and there's always someone telling you what to do. I'm merely fulfilling my duty, Michelle. Or Mitch. You know what? It's Mitchell. I'm sorry, Mitchell. Even if I adhere to every medical directive, how much time remains for me? 5 years? 3 years? How should I make the most of my remaining days? Confined to a bed, tethered on IV tubes 24 hours a day, with muscles so weak that they can't even lift a paintbrush? How's that any different than death? Mitchell, a complete recovery remains feasible in your current condition. I can identify 28 clinical cases. You don't have to say this to comfort me, Carl. I'm well aware of the time I have left. Let's review today's meeting, Carl. Based on your observations, what kind of individuals do you believe our partners to be? Would you like me to provide a comprehensive explanation of all my conclusions? You don't need to keep anything from me, Carl. I know that you've been investigating these things on your own ever since our Kowloon adventure. Kowloon adventure. Forgot Kowloon. You know, it's funny. I was actually watching the English dub of it, and I finished it a couple days ago. The anime is pretty sad as hell, but I loved it. You know, it was more like, you know, you finally find like, you know, two main characters that are like, you know, in their 20s, probably early 30s and everything. You know, going through these whole like. The best way I can describe it is world simulations, I guess. I mean, if you haven't checked it out, you can watch a generic Kowloon's generic love story. I think that's what it's called. I mean, you type it on Google, it'll correct it for me. But yeah. Alright. Let's see. It appears you had some fresh insights following your conversation with Lady Q. And truth to be told, that's precisely what I hope to see. Rarely does hesitation appear on the mechanoid's face like this. He lowers his head to organize his thoughts before starting to voice his opinions. The Norman Mining Corp has presented a rather enticing proposition. However, their motivations for undertaking the Constellia project extend far beyond the disclosures made today. Officials and unofficial statistics indicate that the Norman Mining Corp has employed comparable strategies to establish financial dominance in no fewer than 47 regions, ensuring control rests in their hands or those of their subsidiaries. Next in line is the proposal put forth by the world government and the Acadelic Commercial Alliance. Carl began to detail the information and data he has gathered through his investigations on the global network and concealed database. These horrifying events and wrongdoings are widely known in the shadowy corners, yet the general public living in the Golden Age remain blissfully unaware. That always does happen sometimes. The representatives sent by the Arctic Route Union and Kulong hold their own motives. As for Collins, the special consultant of the Transatlantic Economic Community, we cannot glean any information from his heavily classified profile, but there undoubtedly exists a formidable force backing him. Yeah, he is a snake, with very good connections. That I can say 100%. They all aspire to gain control over the city, incorporating Constellia in their broader economic landscape. With an air of composure, Mitchell quietly allows Carl to conclude his speech. I still find it astounding that you have already cultivated such a deep comprehension of this world. Mitchell, with all due respect, I must express my concern that all of them are in direct opposition to both you and the ideals embodied by the city. However, if we exclude these people, how can we ever hope to construct this city? He's got a point. With my blueprint or with me building it brick by brick. Brick by brick. Brick by brick. Brick by brick. Can't read today. Then again, public reading or public speaking was never really my strong suit. We require their presence, but they may not necessarily require mine. They have the option to replace me at any time. This is just how insignificant my role is in this circumstance. But Constellia is your creation. You're mistaken, Carl. Constellia isn't my creation. It's a creation of humanity. Humanity is the sole catalyst behind its inception, and I merely play a role within it. I must confess, I harbor my own aspirations in this endeavor. If this were akin to an orchestra performance, I would desire the conductor's podium, for it is the most dazzling of all positions. Even though I understand that the conductor is never truly the one directing the performance. World synchronized 0030 AM. It's time for the injection, Mitchell. Carl carefully retrieves a syringe from the sterile box and asks Mitchell to roll up his sleeve for the injection. A faint smile graces Mitchell's face as he observes the medicine within the syringe slowly entering his body. Human beings are undeniably delicate creatures. If you were to apply even a tad more pressure to my feeble wrist, it might just snap. Carl, have you tried to create something on your own these days? Mitchell, ensuring your well-being remains my foremost concern. So, will you go take care of another cranky old fellow once I'm gone? Per the agreement, you possess the authority to dispose of me prior to your passing. You know I won't. Yes, I know, Mitchell. Damn. It's fucking sad. Synchronizing world time, global network currently offline, time synchronization disabled. Damn, that is sad. Hello, I'd like to pay a visit to Mitchell. Confirming visitor identity, global network currently offline, database filtering disabled. Could you please provide your identity? The visitor is a young man, no more than 20 years old. He is impeccably dressed and exudes a sense of decorum, leaving a first impression of both confidence and composure. I'm Alan, a member of the WGAA. Okay, I was right, WGAA. I come to visit Mr. Mitchell Vasari, as per the chairman's request. Carl's expressions subtly tightens as the mention of WGAA. I have not received any visiting requests from the WGAA, and this location does not extend hospitality to individuals associated with that organization. Are you Mitchell's assistant? The chairman mentioned you to me, saying that you developed a significant connection with him. My primary responsibility is to serve Mitchell. If there's no pressing matter, I kindly request that you depart and allow Mitchell to rest. While Carl attempted to politely persuade the young man to depart, a faint yet still somewhat charismatic voice emerges from within the room. Please bring him inside, Carl. I did give our address to that old coot. Since he sent someone, a guest is still a guest. Understood. Pardon me. Oh man. You know, one of these days I should get myself a desk and do a gaming chair. I mean, right now, the way I'm streaming from a mini little tabletop, right? A mini little table. You know, where you put like a food table that you eat and everything. I'm laying it down on the floor, and then my screen is my big TV, my double screen. Believe it or not. All right. Alan offers a polite nod before entering Mitchell's bedroom. Carl follows closely and comes to a stop just outside the door. The elderly man on the bed noticeably lacks his usual vitality. His exposed arms look thin and bony. His veins clearly seen. There are no IV bottles or injections in the room since at this point, medication proves ineffective in stalling the progression of his illness. It's an honor to meet you, Mitchell. I grown up listening to your stories. Cut it out. You're not that old cool student. I bet my bottom dollar Carrasco didn't have nice things to say about me. Actually, that's not accurate. My teacher frequently expressed his regret over losing his dearest friend. Oh really? I didn't feel a thing when our friendship ended. Teacher and I both felt deeply sorry hearing about Constelia. If the WGAA could lend you support, perhaps the situation might undergo some change. You need to expend your efforts on consoling a dying old man. If the WGGA could genuinely assist me, you would have seen me knocking on your door for aid long ago. I've exhausted all my efforts, but in the end, I still can't alter the things I yearn to change. I desire to demonstrate the power of art, yet here I am, ensnared in a cul-de-sac. Your teacher once said this to me. Those who dare to challenge the world often meet unfortunate fates. As it turns out, his prediction has proven rather accurate in his own way. But that old guy's a real chicken, and that's what bugs me about him. I believe that art isn't lacking in power, rather than it's we who lack the proper approach to harness that power. Your attitude is even cockier than me in my younger days. What a delightful surprise, I must say. Who would have thought Carrasco would have such a gutsy student? You devoted your entire life to your ideals, and I intend to use mine to validate my beliefs. Alan respected, lowered his head in a nod towards Mitchell, and retrieves a sealed letter from his chest pocket. Normally it would say breast pocket, but chest pocket? Well, you know, it's the same thing. This is a handwritten letter from my teacher to you, penned before his passing. My visit today is also to deliver his final message. He's dead? Alan's silence unveils the truth. You may go now. Leave the letter here, or take it with you. Either way, I'm not going to read it. I see. In that case, I'll be going, Mitchell. Without making any further attempts at persuasion, Alan places the letter in the foyer and departs from Mitchell's residence. Carl, come over here. Let me hold your hand. Obeying his master's commands, Carl crouches beside the bed. His cold metal fingers come into contact within the touch of a wrinkle. Feeble hand as he begins to monitor Mitchell's pulse, finding it slow and steady. Mitchell, why do you refuse to read that letter? My life teeters on the edge of its conclusion, and the person who penned that letter has already departed this world before me. There's no longer any purpose in reading it. I learned that old cool got himself an excellent student, and that's good enough for me. He probably figured that would get me all worked up. Well, too bad for him. It didn't work. Throughout my entire life, I have never accepted any students or disciples. Perhaps owing to my personality, I was far too arrogant to believe that someone would tread the same path as me. Carl, even though you haven't produced a single work yet, in a way you are my student. Mitchell, I'm not deserving of such a title. I am merely a mechanoid. Why can't a mechanoid be a human student? You'll never endure the agony of bodily pain or be confined by a short lifespan. Your soul can roam freely in this world. You can journey farther than I ever did. There's no soul in a mechanoid, Mitchell. Is that so, Carl? You always seen yourself as Sancho Panza, but there won't be a master whom you can serve forever. I want you to be a storyteller. It's time to stop being Sancho Panza, because the Don Quixote you serve is about to bid you farewell. You're going to embark on your own journey. Mitchell, everyone believes I failed. They all deemed my efforts futile. However, I know that I did not fail, because I found you. Damn, that's deep as hell. Not gonna lie to you, that kind of got me a little teary-eyed a little bit. That's crazy. Confirming commencing self-check. Critical structure damage detected. Multiple functions have been disabled. Unauthorized module connection detected. Initiate mandatory system reboot. You're awake. Magician performed emergency maintenance on your body. Unfortunately, we have a shortage of compatible components, so we couldn't facilitate a complete recovery for you. With the activation of a new visual terminal, he rises from the rudimentary plank bed and begins to observe his surroundings. He finds himself within a structure reminiscent of a church, though its decrepit state suggests it has been abandoned for quite some time. The data reading in his memory module displays noticeable latency. His body appears to have endured significant damage. The world began to crumble in the wake of the virus called punishing by humans. You established a makeshift shelter within your former master's estate, providing refuge to humans who had lost their homes due to the virus. My master? Memory module reading complete. Initiating record playback. Or record playback in this case. The virus will reach here soon. We can't stay here anymore. Sooner or later, these mechanoids gonna go haywire. We'll be doomed when that happens. But Mr. Carl has been looking out for us. Everyone please calm. Before he can complete his sentence, the man standing behind him delivers a forceful blow to the back of his head with the vase in hand. Damage to external terminal detected. What did you do? I'm cutting off any potential threats early. This thing will turn against humans once that punishing virus messes it up. Grab all the values and food quick. The world government put out a worldwide alert. We gotta move to a safer spot. You have no authority to confiscate Mitchell's belongings. You have no authority. Only thick smoke and flickering flames offer him a response. End of playback. My apologies, we couldn't avoid accessing the memory stored within you during the repair process. Data losses detected, level 2, classified files, Mitchell's portfolio. Your external data terminal sustained severe damage, which necessitated the replacement of the memory storage chip. Hours since the new chip isn't entirely compatible, a substantial amount of redundant data to be deleted during the replacement process, with the exception of your own memory. Hierophant discovered you in a ruin and transported you back here for repairs. They're currently still scouring the nearby area for both mechanoid casualties and supplies. And you are? My name is Arcana, and during the Golden Age I served as a humanoid machine aiding humans in the study of occultism and divination. Following the outbreak of the punishing virus, I encountered Magician and Hierophant first, and then came across you. In the present era, mechanoids endure relentless persecution at the hands of humans. We must unite and safeguard our awakened brethren from further senseless tribulation. Magician, Hierophant, and I have been discussing about establishing an organization dedicated to fostering mutual support among mechanoids. Would you like to join us? Together we should construct an ark of our own, guiding all mechanoids towards a haven of solace and belonging. How can you ensure its success? Because I once headed the profound message imparted by Sage, who shall illuminate our path toward the future. In that envisioned future, what fate will befall humanity? Given your first-hand witness to their actions, it should not be arduous to surmise the ultimate outcome that awaits them. It's not like I have a place to go anyway. You saved me, I have no justification to decline your offer. Very well then, welcome aboard. I implore you to accept this as a cherished keepsake, symbolizing our newfound bond as comrades from this point onward. As he reached out, his hand clasps a card made of coated paper presented by Arcana. The card depicts a spire tower piercing through the clouds, while the Roman numeral, I don't know that Roman numeral right there, adorns its adorns its surface. My tongue tied and my reading comprehension today is Alright. Let's see. By the way, what's your name? A codename serves as an external identity, yet among comrades, it is appropriate to address one another by our true names. Carl was the name bestowed upon him by his master. However, only now in this moment does he truly come to the terms with an undeniable truth that his master has departed, leaving him to navigate the world alone. I buried my own name along with the master I used to serve. From now on, I prefer to live as his student, so please address me as Cervantes. That sounds cool, Cervantes. Church of Machina time, 9:45 a.m. Great Tower Trail. Operation number 7000, or in this case 7331, complete. Commencing computing power network access sharing with all church members. Initiating simulation number 7330. Conclusion transmission in progress. A stream of intricate data woven with complex code is transmitted in his memory shell. Only he skims through its contents with a mere glance before discarding the outcome into the recycle bin of his hard drive. Casting a final gaze upon the enigmatic giant computing power terminal, he readies himself to depart from the church, now a testament to and his comrades' shared endeavors over the course of years. Are you truly planning to walk away just like that, Cervantes? Suddenly, a mechanoid draped in cloak appeared out of thin air and approaches him. The figure who emerges is none other than Hierophant of the church, one of the earliest mechanoids with whom Cervantes forged a connection here. Given the plethora of monikers circulating among the members, Cervantes has come to refer simply as Hierophant. The construction of the Great Tower is complete, and Xavier alone can handle all the maintenance work from now on. There's no point for me to remain here any longer. The tower acts as a global network exclusive to the church. No matter how far apart we may be physically, we can still stay connected and communicate with ease. Is leaving a better option for you? Many of our comrades have chosen to stay here, eagerly waiting for the arrival of Sage. The act of waiting has the power to mend numerous wounds. We witness countless comrades who had lost hope in this world, only to have their hope rekindled by Sage revelation. This revelation is undeniably real, breathing life into that hope once again. But I reject the notion of choosing the path of awaiting, for I still have an unfinished mission ahead of me. As his student, it is my duty to deliver work of creation that is truly deserving of his teachings. Cervantes. Oh, that's the Trailblazer. A mechanoid in the mecha form. Formally haste dashes. A mechanoid in mecha form hastily dashes out of the church hall. He frantically calls out Cervantes' name in a state of agitation. His body is still adorned with tangled cables. Xavier said, "You're leaving? Where are you off to?" Blaze, please don't tell me you're actually left in the middle of Xavier's maintenance session. He's going to lose it when he finds out. That's besides the point. Now that you're bailing, remember when you promised to have my back while I take down the big fella and become the chariot? How can you just go back on your word like that? That was some crazy talk you spewed out after chugging expired engine oil. I never made any promises like that to you. Hey, Tycoon Dicer, did you know this already? Hierophant. Well, this is totally Cervantes' call. I can't really do anything to stop him. Don't worry about me, Blaze. It seems that there are some mechanoids who want to join my journey. I won't be alone. Do you have to do this? My teacher said he did not fail, even though everyone labeled him so. I must prove him right. I'm the one chosen by him to fulfill his vision on his behalf. He believed that I could create a world of his dreams. But you still don't know how. Maybe you're right, but I have a feeling that the answer lies in humanity. Humans have deviated from our predictions, yet still persist in their efforts to reclaim Earth, the very place they once called home. I believe that this answer will also be crucial for the future of mechanoids. I see. It appears that you are well equipped and ready for this journey. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. By the way, if you ever find yourself losing sight of your destination or the true purpose of your journey, I recommend going back to the basics of formality. It's a method described as learning through investigation and the ancient texts of Kowloon. Are you sure you have a correct grasp of its meaning? Just think of it as a piece of advice from your friend. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. Alright then, it's time for my departure. As a metal arrow pierces through the last enemy mechanoid, a hush falls over the entire hall, restoring a tranquil silence. Is it over? The alarms have stopped. There should be no more trouble. I went a little too fast on that one. Let me review that one. The alarms have stopped. There should be no more trouble from now on. Okay. Trojan disconnects the tonfas from our arm and the engines of their rear release vapor to cool down the iron needles, which have turned from red from overheating. Meanwhile, Lena takes the weapon box from Sika to replenish her arrows. Having set off from Isla, the duo continues their exploration. Following a period devoid of arduous battles, they reached another hall, where they devised a plan for the next move. Isla turned off her transponder, and mind connection was severed as well. There's no way for me to confirm her current location. Well, it seems someone's hell-bent on making sure we don't look for her. This art museum employs a large cloister structure. If she managed to break free, she should be able to rendezvous with us at the end point. I believe in Isla. That kind of obstacle is no sweat for her. I told you, don't go jumping to optimistic assumptions all the time. Before Elena can finish her words, Sika's Commandant terminal abruptly begins to ring. A comm request? Is it from Isla? Sika answers the call, only to see an unexpected face on the virtual screen. Oh yeah, that one. Alright. Hello, can you hear me, Miss Top Student? Well, I didn't really expect anyone to pick up, but it's quite a miracle your sorry squad has managed to survive this long. I hate her. I really don't like her. And I think I have her in one of my members, but I'm choosing not to level her up. I just don't like her attitude. Vanessa, how is the communication between this place and the outside world restored? Seriously, don't come at me with that stupid questions. Can't you just check it for yourself? The only possible reason I can reach out to you is because we're nearby. Nearby? Wait, by we you mean... Baber? Why are you with Vanessa? Did you come to the city? Oh, this is the fabled Commandant of Great Raven. What? Can't keep your composure after meeting your precious big hero? Cut the loser act already. Wait, where's that WGAA construct? Did she already fall victim to your pathetic Commandant skills? I'll split her from us to divert the attention of the enemies, but we'll catch up with her later. Oh, you finally figured out how to use a construct as bait. Not bad, I must say. Seems like some of my teachings actually managed to sink in. I just don't get what those hierarchs were thinking, putting a ragtag squad on a mission like this. And now here I am, stuck dealing with this jinx and cleaning up the mess you made. Vanessa, what did you... I'll take over from here. Inform Sika of the latest order from HQ. As the clock inches closer to 4 in the afternoon, 2 humans and 3 constructs traverse a main avenue, steadily making their way towards the city center of Constellia. You mean Kurono sent their people here too to retrieve some lost test subject? I see, now everything we've been through starts to make sense. It's unbelievable that you were completely clueless the whole time. It seems that the Purifying Force received a deployment order too. Not to help us out, but to erase all the evidence, of course. These little tricks pulled behind the scenes in the military are common knowledge by now. Anyone with even a hint of experience in the task force should be aware of them, more or less. If we can retrieve the test subject before Kurono does, the situation will tilt heavily in our favor. I understand, and that's why both of you are here. In that case, I'll adapt Iris Wahlberg's course of action according to the latest information. During the wait for reinforcements from Great Raven and Egret, our priority will be focused on investigations. Just hold on tight, Miss Top Student. Until we reach you, you're my first protege. So don't go pulling any dumb stunts and making me look like a fool in front of this person. Oh my god, I would hate to be partners with her. I would hate it. I would not want to be partners with her. Without warning for Sika's response, Vanessa abruptly ends the call. Meanwhile, Lucia, who had ventured ahead to scout, returns to report. No unusual signs detected, Commandant. Good work, Lucia. If Leo and Lee were with us, we could have performed a more thorough scan of the city. Yeah, and leave Vanessa behind. Or leave her to die, like she should have been in the previous chapter, which I was not gonna lie to you. I actually was kinda happy because, dude, she was a straight up bitch. Straight up. I didn't even like her. Since I'm the only one here, we need to proceed the extra caution. Following the recon mission, Lee was summoned back to the Babylonia by the Science Council for a routine checkup on their hyperreal frame. Meanwhile, Hippocrates took Liv back for a similar purpose as well. Hence, Nicola assigned both you and Egret, who had been wrapped in their previous mission, to provide support to Iris Warbler. Babanito will make every effort to provide assistance to Mistress and the Great Raven Commandant. Huh. Both you and Miss Top Student better not drag me down. No, you don't understand. Hopefully you don't drag me down, Vanessa. Because you dragged me down last time, and you sucked. Vanessa lays her eyes on the construct, adorned in flashy coating, strolling ahead with a carefree demeanor. The construct is casually taking into the cityscape, seemingly treating the mission as a mere leisure walk rather than a serious endeavor. Now that I got this shiny new toy in my hands, it's the perfect opportunity to put to the test and see its real worth. And to teach that idiot a lesson how to properly train subordinates. I heard you were Sika's instruction during her internship. Yeah, lucky me, she's a complete idiot who can't even handle a construct properly, and I have no idea how she managed to become a chief in FOS. Just the sight of her gets on my nerves. I don't see any redeeming qualities in her except for her hard work. If it weren't for someone from HQ asking me for a favor, I would have kicked her back to FOS in a heartbeat. You know what? They should put you in FOS. I would have put you in FOS in a heartbeat. Or I probably mostly put you on a mission that required you not to come back and everything, and then we can call it a day. I mean, that would be me, honestly. especially someone with that kind of attitude. But Babinita records that the mistress has saved all the Commandant Suka's battle reports in her personal terminal, complete with meticulous comments. Hey, zip it, who gave you permission to speak? Someone seems quite invested in the younger generation's growth. I took her as my student to boost my own reputation and climb the ranks. Don't assume everyone is stagnant as you, content with just being a task force, Commandant. Someone like her is bound to meet a point in the sand on the battlefield. Sooner or later, I'm just giving her a crash course on how to survive a little longer. If only the war can end sooner. Perhaps she might have been better off not becoming a soldier, as you said. Oh, here we go with your ridiculous love and peace theory again. Spare me the nonsense. I'm allergic to that kind of talk. Which one should I choose? Well, at least the situation's getting better now. I can't tell if you're genuinely foolish or just plain dumb. How about both? The war's not going to end, even if one day the punishing virus is no longer a threat. What makes you say that? Doesn't everyone want the war to end? Hero of Babylonia and Great Raven Commandant, you aren't blind, are you? The proof is right in front of us, plain as day. Vanessa points at Lucia and Babinita. You know why Construct Tech has been progressing at lightning speed these past few decades? And you also know that many of those breakthroughs would have never gotten a green light in the old days. The test subject we're supposed to rescue is a direct result of this messed up situation, just like Construct Tech and Ascension Network. You really think there's any shot in hell that this war will wrap up before these ambitions are fully satisfied? I'll do everything I can to end it. Oh really? Well then I wish you all the best of luck. Someone sent her on a mission by herself. I swear to God, I really don't like her. Even if she does some kind of hero redeeming quality to save us, I personally would not feel bad for her. I'm just gonna be plain honest on that one. There you go. I think I should be a little bit better. Maybe I went a little too hard. Maybe I went a little too hard on that one. Noticing your unchanging countenance, she quickly grows bored with your lack of reaction and shifts her gaze towards somewhere in the cityscape. What's the matter, mistress? Nothing. It's just that my head starts pounding the moment I remember I'm stuck on this mission with two idiots. Shaking her head, Vanessa regains her focus and increases her pace, signaling Babinita to keep up closely. Let's keep moving, wrap this up quickly. This was a long freaking chapter. Jesus Christ. We've been doing this for almost 15-20 minutes now. Holy crap. This was a long chapter. This was... Oh man. That was pretty long. Alrighty then. I think I'll end it from right here and everything. Because this is pretty fun. And it was a fun stream and everything. So thank you very much for attending the stream and just watching for a little bit. Thank you. I'm Jaimito and see you guys next time.